East Bay Dragons, first off. That is the first one percenter outlaw all black gang ever. And they in Oakland, and that was like unknown when they first got created because everybody know the pagans, the Hells Angels, the Outlaws, the Mongols, but this is an all black gang, one percenter gang, which one percenter basically means they make their own rules. They don't live by laws. They basically lawless. And they got created because the person that started Hell's Angels, which his name was like Sonny or something, he was best friends with a black dude, but no black people could be in the Hell's Angels. So he helped them start the
East Bay Dragon.
East Bay Dragons, bro. And I was like, man, we all black basically. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let's just flip their logo and make it a Crash Boys logo. That was it. All right, so boom, welcome back to another episode of the Black Caliber Podcast. I'm here with my man Slow, my man's Ish, 2 out of the 3 founders of Crash Boys International. How y'all doing today? We just had them up here in Lincoln. They just did a little event, and they were just talking about the creation of Crash Boys, the marketing aspects, and even just the entrepreneurship aspect. But before we even get into that, like, how y'all feeling? How y'all days going?
I'm feeling good. Good. We just got finished discussing what was going on with a lot of the students. Feeling good.
Okay. So, like, who are you? Who are you guys? Like, I did my introduction, but I always like to kind of let y'all introduce yourselves a little bit too. Like, you feel me?
Well, I'm Ishmael, one of the founders of Crash Boys International. What else you need? I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Grew up there all my life. Yeah.
Slow. I graduated from UMS. Cool guy, creative, man. But you guy.
Yeah, man, that's it, man.
All right. Well, yeah, since he graduated, I'm also a graduate. Yo. I ain't even say it, but I ain't even gonna say it. So, but I'm a Cheney University graduate. That's it. Don't beat me up, y'all, because you're the first. Nah, the same. No, string me up, y'all.
But yeah, so with that, I know Ish, you were working there a little bit longer than Slow was. Mm-hmm. So how did you get introduced to Crash Boys, or what will become Crash Boys?
Basically, we started off. I was riding dirt bikes and stuff like that, and I was like one of the first riders for Dirty Hands Racing, and after that, we start taking it, like getting on the track and racing the woods, hair scrambles and stuff like that. And we start seeing a lot of younger kids, like real good younger kids. So I end up, me and Elle end up, bringing a lot of them on. So instead of me just being a rider now I'm Dirty Hands Racing as well. Like we're sponsoring these kids, and we're going all over America, like with the top kids, like the top kids, and they doing so good, like in the motocross world, like the amateur motocross world, like a lot of people probably don't see it, but it is big competition, especially between them families and stuff like that. And when you I'm sorry, it's especially through the families, so they argue and they're fighting. But we also trying to get merchandise off. We trying to sell Dirty Hands Racing clothing and stuff like that. And we can't really sell it like that much because we beating on a lot of their kids. Like if all of our riders is beating on their kids, they don't want to buy nothing from us. Like and that's how it was. So we created Crash Boys, and that's how it pretty much came along. We created something that everybody, and that was the pitch. We need something for everybody to relate to. Fall down, get up. So the Crash Boys was the word in whole, but the slogan for it is fall down, get up. And who can't relate to that in any aspect of life?
We made it a little bit bigger than just your brand. Yeah. But what even got you interested in riding bikes?
First time I got on a bike, my cousin Shy, he put me on a dirt bike when I was 7 years old. And he had a Z50. He put me on a dirt bike when I was 7 years old. And I was hooked from there. Like, I was hooked. And then we start doing getting little bikes from the neighborhood, like from different neighborhoods. We find, man, y'all know what it is. So back in the day, they used to, some people used to, I'm gonna tell you this. I never stole a bike, but I rode up. I did ride a stolen bike before, but I never stole a bike before. Basically, we just start street riding, and I start getting real good. And I was one of the top people in Philadelphia when it came to riding. And this is like back in 98, 99 and stuff like that. Like you got Prince, you got Lean, you got Mont, Butler. And the way the dirt bike scene is now is like real big. But back then it wasn't as big as it is. Like it was only a few from each neighborhood in Philadelphia. You had a few from North, you had a few from South, a few from Southwest, and a few from West Philly. And it was like, we all used to just ride together. Like we all used to just come around, ride together. And it wasn't like a big group of us. I mean, it was only about maybe 20 at doing a good day. So when we was all like, we got good and I was good, and that's how it just came along. I just always liked to ride bikes, and I still like to ride bikes, even though I don't ride like that. More I ride my motorcycle all the time, but the dirt bikes and stuff like that, I'm trying to get back into it. I sold my dirt bike when I just bought a house. So,
all right. So you created Crash Boys basically to change your brand and make it appeal to more people. So how did it even go, like growing that, the baby steps? Like, was it always about the clothes? Was it about the movement? Like,
it was a little bit of everything, the clothing and the movement. I pushed. So we were selling the clothing, and we were selling it at the track. We got a nice turnaround with it, and then we were selling it at. I'm also a skater. I skate too. I was at skating. Yeah, roller skate.
Yeah, I'm nice too.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, we've been roller skating, and like around, I'm gonna say like 2000 and like around like 2008 or something like that, 2009, that people start like grouping themselves off. Like it started being like a group, like people started grouping themselves off. And my squad was called the Crash Boys. We just called the Crash Boys. And I had like I was selling a lot of clothes, like a lot of t-shirts, jackets, hoodies, and selling a lot of merchandise. And like I was making a lot of money off of that, like good money too. Like going to different events, like that in the skate world. Like we traveled to, like North Carolina, California, Atlanta, like all over. And people, you meeting different people, and everybody just at the meet and greets, they see your clothing, they like it, they buy it. And so it was heavy in the skate world, and then it was heavy in the motocross. So we went like that. We was competing against people like it was a group called Pants Sagging and Motocross. I ain't gonna even lie, they was trash. Like they was so trash because they was trying to be black.
That's crazy.
But Pants Sagging, that's what it was called, Pants Sagging. But they couldn't. You can't really deal with somebody that do it natural. Like you can't compete with nobody that actually naturally it comes natural to them.
Authenticity.
Yep. So they was trying to compete, but it wasn't work. They couldn't do that with us. But other than that, yeah. So like that's how it pretty much start flowing. And then like what El was saying in the conference room, it was like how it just had like it was a stagnant part. Like it wasn't decreasing or increasing at the time. And it was just flowing. And then that's when we met Slow. And L he was like, yo, this young boy got it. He was like, yo, he got it, I'm telling you. And And it wasn't even so much slow. When I first met Slow, it wasn't so much.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't slow. It was somebody else he was with. I don't know who the bull was, but it just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, man, he's coming in here thinking they gonna do anything. Like they tripping. And then no, it wasn't slow. But once me and Slow got cool, we got locked in. Like I'm saying again, that's my little brother. I do whatever for him.
So then Slow, so like kind of picking up from where he went from. So like this is where you start to get introduced to Crash Boys. So what was that like? Like
It was cool. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? I wasn't in a bike, so it wasn't like something I was like hoping for. You know what I mean? I just happened to be cool. I was just thinking that Ish and L was good guys. You know what I mean? And this is what they was into. And so naturally, like your friends. Not so much like L's like a father figure. Ish like an older brother figure for me. Even though I didn't have no brothers, just growing up, only child. So, we probably naturally just gonna be inquisitive to like what they into. You know what I mean? But it's not like from something like I was like hoping for. It just happened because I was trying to be an entrepreneur anyway, trying to. Not really understanding what it took.
yeah, I know that feeling.
It takes a lot. Right. Like even before that, like before we start doing the cuddle bikes, like again we was dealing with the dirt bikes and stuff like that. L was selling, man. When I say he was like, when it came to used dirt bikes, like he had it. Like I'm talking about, there was so many. And we all end up coming together, and me and L, and this other dude named Saif, that's another one of my brothers. Saifuddin, he started getting stores, like dirt bike stores and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we had a couple dirt bike stores called Dirty Hands Racing, of course. We had one of the best mechanics in there. My man Haas, shout out to Haas, man. If anybody in Philly, y'all need y'all bike fixed, a motorcycle, dirt bike, whatever, Haas Racing. You know what I'm saying? Haas, he'll get you right. Don't believe all the negative things that you might hear about him, because it's not true. But it was true back in the day. I ain't gonna front, but it ain't true, man. No, it ain't true now. He good money. So
What?
No, they used to be like he used to with people bikes and stuff like that. He used to like
Piece them up?
Yeah, piece them up. He'll take something off your bike and put them on there. Back in the day, I never witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? He was always, when he came with us, he was always on the under and up. Like he was on the straight and narrow. Like, and Haas, my man, I grew up with Haas, so like, I mean, Haas was like, when I say one of the top dogs at Philly, like he was like that biggest to a lot of us in Philadelphia. You had my old head TY, but Haas was like the biggest. Haas got paralyzed, you know what I'm saying, on his motorcycle, but he still continued to like fix bikes and stuff like that. So he became our mechanic, like, and he good money. He's still in a wheelchair. He's still a mechanic, still getting that money. But yeah, we had stores, man. I kind of got a bad taste in my mouth about selling dirt bikes. You know what I'm saying? Even dealing with them joints. I love dirt bikes, but just dealing with people and dirt bikes, it's too much. Like people on dirt bikes, it's too much. Like people still, I don't like that. But again, when Crash Boys like really got to where it was now, it's all because it's slow.
No, because maybe.
Not all because it's slow, but slow. I just feel like slow is making it happen, man, and we appreciate it.
All right. So what did you do to get this credit so far? You saying it ain't you?
I mean, cause I'm learning every day. I'm still learning. You know what I mean, I just feel like I got an understanding of I do a lot of studying. You know what I mean? So I read a lot of books about success and how to think, stuff like that. And I feel like
you always hear negativity is contagious and it's bad, but positivity is too. So I feel like just being the type of person I am, with big aspirations. Like I never really met people that think like me. So like when I ran into I'm not saying Ish thinks exactly like me, but he supports me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could say something, he'll be like, yo, what? What would do what? And then he'll like that'll go for I want to get it at first. It's like if they do, I'm get that'll go that'll go for 5 minutes, right? And he'll be like, all right, cool, whatever. Like you just gonna do it, you know what I mean? Same thing with L. Like I'll call him in the middle of the night. Like, yo, man, like we gotta do this, bro. And it's like, word, and it's like, yeah, I think that's what it is. And it's like they support. And like, I always just like had a big imagination, and I just don't feel like I never met nobody that will help me like try to make it happen until I met them. And they older than me. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy thing. It's like I'll be hanging with dudes older than me. And it's like, my homies and stuff, and it's just a thing. I think it's just a thing of like your environment. Because we all come from rough environments. But I think your mentality, bro, is what keeps you there. You don't gotta be there. You know what I mean? It's just not. A lot of people don't use their brain. Word for that's what it is, because you can get anything you want. You can get anything you want. You can go. You can. I a little thing about just even how I think. Like I had a notebook, bro, no lie, and I wrote 5 people I wanted to meet, and literally I wrote. It was like a Tuesday. That Friday I was in New York. I met 3 of them at once.
Who were they?
It was Cameron, where he was one of them. We had he did say like he was a heavy did say. Cam, I'm a big fan of Mace. I like when they do they podcast. I'm pretty sure he watched that joint, which is hilarious, bro. Don C, who was he is the creative director of Mitchell and Ness right now. I like to work with him.
Shout out to Big Rude.
And where's
my old head? We used to call him the Cake Man. That get me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what Mitchell and Ness is, right? Yeah. Word. So the dude Don C, he's like a creative dude. Was around Kanye West. I met him. And who was it? Who was the third? It was definitely them two. But it was just like the power of writing. You know what I mean? Like, I still write. I don't really do a lot of stuff on my phone other than text and stuff. I really like got a notebook and I write ideas down. I got mad notebooks, bro. Like I'm a rapper. Like them jaws filled up, but it's just all like stuff I just be thinking. And I suggest anybody like if you creative, like you should write it down because you think it's so much stuff, bro. You might forget it. Yeah. And then it's like that's an idea to waste. You know what I mean? Because a lot, like I said when we was talking in the office, like man, people don't know how to spell, right? And it's not because they dumb, right? It's not because they dumb. It's just because they use their phones and they like spell correct, easy, autocorrect, and all that. Like you don't even you just start the word. You know, I know it's something hard. You feel me? And it's like. I don't want to be like that, bro. I still read books. I still write in my notebook, bro. I still write cursive. I still do everything. I try to do to stay sharp. They got audio books, man. You don't even got to read it. Yeah, a lot of people don't. Yeah, I'm just listening to it. I just bought 2 books yesterday. Literally, I bought 2 books yesterday. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people just getting away from like how it used to be. And I just think, oh, that him. Yeah, and I just think that right there, and them just supporting me help, because they built the foundation that I could just. So it wasn't like I was putting in all the hard. I didn't have to, because it's super hard work to create it. It was already the foundation was there. You know what I mean? I just put my little spin on it with the help of them, and we still working, we still building it, bro.
So what were some of the ideas that like Slow brought to the table that y'all was like,
Well, I would like to hear from you, like what you think I did.
All right, so first he changed our logo, right? No, you ain't change it. He don't change it. He ain't change it. Hold on, let me get it right. He ain't change it, but he brought some. What was that? That dragon? I hated that dragon, bro.
Yeah, we used it for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a dragon. I hated it.
But let me tell you what it was though.
What?
So in some history though behind it. It wasn't just me like dragons.
It was just I wasn't feeling it.
Because you didn't understand slow. All right, wait, hold on. Go ahead. I'm gonna just explain that. East Bay Dragons, first off, that is the first 1%er outlaw all black gang ever. And they in Oakland, and that was like unknown when they first got created because everybody know the pagans, the Hells Angels, the outlaws, the Mongols, but this is an all black gang, 1%er gang, which 1%er basically means they make their own rules. They don't live by laws. They basically lawless. And they got created because the person that started Hell's Angels, which his name was like Sonny or something, he was best friends with a black dude, but no black people could be in the Hell's Angels. So he helped them start the East Bay Dragons, bro. And I was like, man, we all black basically. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let's just flip their logo and make it a Crash Boys logo. That was it. It wasn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I was trying to use it. No, I'm gonna say this. I didn't say this. I'm gonna say this. What Slow has brought, of course, his youth, and he not scared. Like I'm talking about. I'll never see no fear in him with nobody. Even though he don't like to talk like this part. He don't like to talk. He talking a lot, but he don't like to talk. And but he will, and he'll go get it. Like he'll go get it, and he know how to talk to people. Like he know how to talk to those people, because I don't like to talk to people. I don't really know how to talk to people, even though I might be rapping. But I asked Slow before. I said, yo, I said, yo, you teach me like how to, interact with like a lot of them big names. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we run into people, I just stay back and let them do the talking, because I don't really know how to do my wordplay or my. I'm more of a hustler. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know how to get money, but I want to learn how to retain it and hold it, you know what I'm saying? And certain things that I don't have that they do. And that's how, that's one thing he showed. Like, that's one thing that I could say that he brought, his creativity. Like he good at, like his imagination is good. Like his imagination is all that. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing like competition. Like man, L been doing races, like competitions, dirt bikes and trail races and stuff like that. Slow. If you ever come to Crash Boy games, man, and you see the events that go on, like you understand a lot of that is slow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is slow. And the way it turns out is like it's from his imagination.
But at the same time, like I said, I don't have no bike background, bro. Like, so I think, because I think a lot of people get knowledge, intelligence, and smarts. I think they get them words like wrong. Like intelligence is like the ability to use knowledge that you learn and solve problems with it, right? So me knowing that I don't got no bike background, I'm trying to start. We're trying to start a bike event, and I don't have any like knowledge. I passed like how long I've been doing this. I have to talk to. I'm trying to I think we got to do a course where you got to get times and the best time wins. Like I can't come up with the course, and I'll create it. You see what I'm saying? Like he'll do it. I'm not even looking at it. He'll ask questions, bro. I don't know. I just know you have to make it. I believe like that's intelligence, bro. Solving problems. You see what I'm saying? Understanding that you don't know everything. Like I know
the smartest thing you can do is what you don't know.
Yeah. That's why having a team is good, man. Like if you got a team, keep your team around. As long as y'all stay consistent, everybody on the same accord, they positive, like, positive.
You don't want somebody shooting out everything you say, even if it sounds crazy to you. Like, he be saying crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Word. But I don't like, I might shoot it down, but it's a nice way. You know what I'm saying? Or be like, yo, let's do it this way. He look at me like that. He like, what's wrong with you? Or let's do it in a nice way. You know what I mean? Let's do it in a nice way or something. But, word, like, I just think.
Like, if he come up with it, one thing I'm good at, like, I can create it. Like, if he come up with it, I could do the rest. Like, he like, yo, we need a relay.
Oh, just like King of the Ring. Yeah, he got an event called King of the Ring, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you need a big circle, and it's going to be rounds. So King of the Ring is an event where we do 25 athletes at a time. They're willing in a circle. The last man standing wins. But the design of the circle itself, I'm like, yo, he like, yo, it need to look like a bullseye. So if you look from like a drone shot, it look like a bullseye. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think of that. You know what I mean? I just started the event. He thought of what it would look like. You know what I mean? I'm not even sure.
Like our courses, like any of the courses, like you see, like I create, that's my part. Like, you know what I'm saying? I created it. If he come up with the name for, yo, we got to do this, boom, boom, boom. Just also this derby, or I want this type of competition, long distance. So even like with the long distance, I put little obstacles in there because these young guys, they won't stop. They could willy forever. They'll willy for 10 hours. They could willy for 10 hours if you give it 10 hours, but we on a time in there, so they can't keep that get done. So I create obstacles whereas though it make them fall. Like, you know what I'm saying? I throw little traps in, you know what I mean? Put little traps in like a little section to make them fall, to make them mess up. So like I came up with that. So every year pretty much like it's been progressive. Like on the way it's looking, the way it look, like the visuals, like I'm working on the visuals, you know what I'm saying, of like, dang, what's going on here? Like, I mean, what's going on here? Like making it brighter, making it a little better. So when they see, so as the years progressing, I'm just coming up in my brain like, all right, this is what I want this to look like. All right. And it's been looking good so far, like real good, like on the Frat Boy games.
And it's like another thing is just being honest, like being black people in this space. Basically, we in the access for a space, you feel me? And it ain't no black people in it. Not running nothing. They might be competing, but you don't really know any black people in this space. So it's new. Companies, it's new, it's risky. It's not so much ROI that you could just figure out, you know what I mean, return on investment. So, you know, dealing with these companies, that's what they want to know. Okay, if we get into this space, that's the type of conversations I had recently. You know, people are interested. Everybody we come across, I don't care what brand it is, all the energy drinks, all the companies, bro, is just, first off, it's a inner city thing. What do the people look like? Us. It's not white. White people do. Yeah, it's could be, but it's not a white thing. So they don't really understand it. It's new. This is a new thing, bro. We are this event that we do hasn't been tried to do again, duplicated, yes. But it hasn't been done. We the first people to do it in the world. Since we done it, yeah, people try to do it, but they don't really get it because it's not authentic, bro. Like I said, he's 98, bro. You know, he been doing 98. I was a kid in 98. You know, I might have had a fight, but you know what I mean. He was doing this. Well, we're doing now. He's been doing since 98. How you can't beat that. You know what I mean? You can't beat authenticity. And I feel like that's what's like keeping us going. And just the fact that we love it. We helping people out at the same time, you know what I mean? That's what keeps me going, and I believe that's what keeps the guys going.
All right. And with that, is there anything that you really like want to say to anybody who may be watching or
hit sitting on ideas, got something they want to do, create, build.
I think you should just try to do it. You know what I mean? Because you're going to learn something from it.
I do want to give a shout out though. I want to say something to my man. If he ever see this, you know what I'm saying? In the bike life culture right now, you see is one way is real big. One way is real big. But one way was started from my young boy. His name's Prince. He's somebody who used to come up with us. He used to ride the dirt bikes with us. He was the young boy out of the squad, the youngest one out of the squad, but he get busy like a grown man. And he created one way. So when you be saying, like, if y'all ever in the city and y'all ever hear these names and y'all see them on Instagram and stuff like that, one way, this person, one way, that person. One way was started by Prince. And man, he out the game right now, but one way started by Prince. Like, I just wanted to give him a shout out. That's all, because I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of kids, thousands of kids that got Zuzz on their joint. So
when you think of bike life, you think that's synonymous with the name.
yeah, one way.
One way in bike life is like the Nike and basketball.
Yeah, word. So that's everybody got one way, but Prince was the founder, the creator, everything with one way. I just wanted to say shout out to him.
Yeah, free furnish. Free homemade Prince. Right. All right. And with that, can I just get y'all to say this, the Black Color Podcast? Yeah.
Oh, shout out to the Black Caliber Podcast, man.
The Black Caliber Podcast. Make sure you support young black entrepreneurs and this world, man.
For sure. Everything black in this joint right now. This is even to the artists, you know what I'm saying? My man Kenneth Picasso, Kenneth Hunt, man. Shout out to him.